What are you up to? Because there is definitely some kind of work that you do that is unannounced and often goes unseen, but the effects are felt very, very strongly. And there's a very strong dedication energy that's coming from you, and also something that you're devoted to. And specifically, Venus enters into Virgo today, and I feel like this is being activated now more than ever. Also, Vesta energy was coming through. Vesta is our sacred spiritual center within, and she is the bringer of the eternal flame, right? She rules the hearth, the home, and the warmth sanctuary. So she wasn't the conventional goddess, right? Venetian energy is like Aphrodite. She was not this goddess with this elaborate kind of story that was told. In fact, her story often is overlooked. However, it is kind of the most important link that connects everything together. So there could be something that you're doing that you're not announcing and that you do not announce, but I'm hearing you swear by, and it is felt, even if it's not understood. So that's the theme right now. So we're going to take a look at this energy specifically, but Vesta's story is that she would actually, roam through the different towns and cities, and she would go through into all of the different temples in the realms of the night where no one would really see, and she would keep the fire burning inside of these temples, and she would keep this space feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling I'm hearing like more homely. So there's something around people feel just safe and comfortable in your presence, right? So yeah, she knew that she had a role to play, and I feel like this is a role that you're very devoted to in some ways. But yeah, in the city of Rome itself, she kept the fire lit essentially and made sure that it was never something that went out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this for you. I want to take a look at you first, and then also kind of what you're devoting yourself to right now. But yeah, it's a private devotion, right? It's not necessarily something that is announced or even understood, but it's appreciated. That's why I feel like you're someone that is not really understood, but there is a level of appreciation, especially on a soul level. Like on a soul level, there's a level of appreciation. She kind of speaks about like the rhythms of life. You are the Four of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're doing, I'm seeing you kind of be caught. So I'm seeing like Vesta go through the realms of the night into the temples, and somebody one night begins to follow her or watch her. So the Four of Swords talks about something that you've been doing, maybe in secret or behind the scenes, is supposed to be seen or recognized. I feel like, again, with the Ace of Cups, this is like an act of love that you're doing, right? Ace of Cups is something that you do out of the kindness of your heart, right? Four of Swords energy, that's you. It's someone who does something behind the scenes, right? It's not necessarily something that's announced. It's a level of like privacy there as well. I'm hearing for those who are ready to see, ooh, and for those who are ready to listen. This is something that you do for those who are ready to see and not just look, and for those who are ready to listen. Because I'm seeing Vesta, like she knows that someone is curious as she ventures into these different temples. And she knows that they're following her, right? She knows that, but she doesn't have a problem with it. She does it. And for those who are ready to see, I'm hearing the journey of how the fire continues to be lit. She leads by example. Okay, the message I'm receiving is that work that you do that is unseen but felt is about to be seen and felt by so much more. Because I was just seeing a scene of where this person's following Vesta as she moves through each of these temples, right, in the realms of the night. And they witness a pattern, right? I feel like there is a pattern being witnessed in the way that you move through this existence, okay? Or something that you dedicate yourself to. And I'm hearing begins to move through you. And one day, this person, they bring a bunch of other people from the village, and you have more than just one person that is curious about what you're up to. is curious about this fire or this eternal flame, and they begin to witness the sacredness and the connection that you have to yourself, or the connection that you have into something that goes far beyond you. And they wonder what it is, and they're curious. And I'm just seeing like a bunch of people, like, and it's funny because Vesta knows that she's being watched, right? But it's work that has always gone unseen, but is somehow being seen now. And it's not that she ever, intentionally tried to hide it, okay, or tried to hide who she was or what she did. It's just that she happened to be aligned with the realms of the night and to do this work in the middle of the night. And it's not something that she announced, right? It's just something that I'm seeing just felt called to do, right? So there's something that you definitely feel called to do, or something that you're being devoted to move towards. And the message that keeps coming through is, one day there's a bunch of different people, and they think about hiding well, like behind trees and different kind of things, moving through the forest, as you're like venturing into these different temples, but you're being witnessed. So there's something about something you're doing is going to be witnessed in some way. And because of that, it's going to be felt by so much more, by so many more. Okay, so many more, so many. Let's see. I'm gonna just pull one more card with a shaman, with a cosmos oracle message. Big Bang, yeah. Big Bang literally talks about a huge event that's going to be orchestrating in your life. Like one day, there's no one. Another, there's one. The next, you have the whole village. That's what I'm seeing. It's like something that is like, I'm hearing the word spreads like wildfire. There could be something that you've been doing where it's kind of been unseen or overlooked, or just not, I don't know, like not seen, like whatever this is. And suddenly it's seen by so many. Like suddenly it's felt by so many. Like somehow the impact that you've had is finally being noticed. Like the energy that you've been putting towards something is finally gaining some kind of traction or recognition. That's what I'm seeing with Big Bang. Big Bang, it took a powerful movement to make way for creation of everything that is. But how much beauty came of it? It's the largest expansion we've ever experienced. The Big Bang gives origin, beginning to a new start, opening life and creation. But it requires a huge previous explosion to start it. It's not a movement which dances softly, or a learning which develops within us over time. The Big Bang explodes. It appears and it makes a majestic entrance with a heavy explosion outside of the comfort zone, the known, the already done, and the already existing. It marks the abrupt and sudden page turns which can be difficult to adapt to. So there's something I'm getting you're going to have to adapt to, basically many eyes being on you, where maybe you were just used to like one. I'm seeing somebody do something where, have you seen the video where they feed the deer? They feed this one deer, and the next day, like they end up bringing all their homies. Like they bring like the whole village of deers like come to the door. There's that type of essence where it starts as one, and then the word spreads like wildfire. And it's because you are that eternal flame. It's almost like something that you're doing is spreading like wildfire. That's definitely a strong energy. And it starts from one match that spreads. Like whatever this is, your growth is about to spread like wildfire. Whatever it is that you've been doing, that you've been devoted to, and there's a level of like sacredness in it, and you felt like you had a soul calling to move towards, you're going to be gaining recognition in regards to. Okay, I didn't know what this reading was going to be about initially, but now it makes so much sense. Let's pull a Shaman's Dream Oracle message, since that was a 𝓬𝓪𝓻, right? Oh, Covenant. Okay, Covenant literally talks about a sacred contract, and I'm seeing basically Vesta being one day kind of lighting the fire herself, and then something that people witnessing you do is going to inspire them, because I'm seeing people go home and they begin to light the fire in their fireplace, right? That's also like an essence that's coming through. Where is the Shaman's Dream Oracle message book? It talks about basically a contract being terminated and something being upgraded into a sacred contract. It talks about sacred covenant. So this is a lot to do with actually your initial intentions before this incarnation, but I feel like this is something that you're being called to step into. It's like a role that you're being called to like step into. You could be teaching in some way or just leading by example, and something around you being led by example and the connection that you have to yourself or something that goes beyond you that begins to have a ripple effect. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people like just fascinated in what is calling her, what is moving her, and what's moving through her. So you may feel like there's something that's moving you right now, moving you to do certain things, moving you to go to certain places or to move towards certain goals, right? Or aspirations. There's something that's moving you that's also moving something inside of those around you. Yeah. There's like a movement, right? Something that you're creating that's creating a movement of some kind. Whatever this is. But yeah, I feel like that's a message. I feel like it's a confirmation reading for you, to be honest with you. And I'm going to just leave it there, right? I feel like that's all we need to talk about. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. Personal reading details also down below. Also check out WILDFIRE if you guys are looking for some high quality AA grade jewelry. You do have a discount code down below as well. And until next time, bye.